What's up, guys? Welcome to the Jiu Jitsu Journal by Quotes and Chokes Instructionals. Today we're going to talk about arm bars and specifically finishing arm bars. So you got to the position, you have the arm, but that person is hanging on, they're using different grips, grabbing onto themselves in different ways so that you can't get the arm actually extended. How can we close the deal more often when we get in those positions? Okay, so I'm here in the armbar position. I've attacked the arm, I've attached myself to the arm, but I haven't isolated it, right? I need to isolate this arm away from the rest of his body so that I can hyperextend, okay? So I get here to this position, I'm controlling, but he's doing a good job of defending. First thing I want to do is I want to cross my feet with the leg that's over his head on the bottom. Okay, so in this instance it's the left, it needs to cross on the bottom, because if I cross it on the top, you can use this hand, keep your arms crossed, but then you can use this hand still while he's defending this arm, push that off, and then get his head up and over and try to come up on top, okay? If I cross on the bottom, go ahead and push that leg off. It's pretty hard to do, okay? Now, to control this arm to the best of my ability without a gi on, okay, I'm gonna take a deep hook. So I stick this arm all the way through, I grab onto my hip, and see, like, my elbow is in line with this elbow, that's what I want, okay? I'm gonna grab onto my hip and pull my elbow back down with my other hip and attach myself to this. I can control this leg too, especially at first when he's still bucking and moving a lot. It's a good idea to control this leg. So what I like to do is take my deep hook, control the leg, and then control his wrist with my deep hook, okay? And that's gonna lead us into our first grip break. So his arms are crossed, this arm is usually underneath my thigh. Go ahead and stick that underneath there. Under my, yeah, like that, right. So like put your palm on the back of my, yeah, that's what that. Okay, so this is how he's locking this in place. So the main obstacle for me to get to this hand is just this elbow right here, okay? And what I can do while not compromising any of my control, keep this spider web, I can hold on to his wrist and I'm gonna lean to this side, like go ahead and try to get on top. Because I still have this leg, he can't get on top, right? Now I take this leg and bring it over his elbow and kick that free. Okay, now the foot goes high into the armpit here, so you can't re-swim through. I'll just take this and finish it the way that I need to. Okay, so one more time, I'm here in this spiderweb position, my legs are crossed. I have my deep hook gripping my hip, I have the spiderweb hook here, okay? This hook grabs the wrist that I want to armbar. I fall towards his legs, keeping this control so that he can't sit up, and then the leg that's over his face comes over. And look, sometimes if you're not flexible, that's hard to do slow, okay? But you can just give it a whip, it makes it a lot easier. And then I can just kick that out. Boom. Okay, so we're here in the spiderweb again. He's defending in the same way. We're gonna look at a few other options you have to break this grip. Sometimes if you're not the most flexible person, getting this over the top is hard to do. Or if you get a really, really strong guy, because my leg is at an angle, it's not the strongest position for me to push with my leg in. So maybe you can't break it with this. So we have a few different options we can do, okay? The next one we're gonna look at is, I'm gonna take this, I still have my hook as deep as I can for now, right? I'm gonna take the other hand, I'm gonna put the back of my elbow on his elbow like this, okay? So I'm gonna cross this over, like the back of my forearm, the back of his forearm. And then this hand's gonna come up and I'm gonna get a real awkward gable grip like this. And because this is so hard to lock in, right? You're gonna have to wiggle your way and get it here. My arms, and his arms specifically, are already under a lot of torque, okay? So now, once I get this and able to lock it up, it doesn't take a lot of more extra pressure to just rotate that out, okay? It actually kind of hurts your elbow, right?
Yeah.
So once it rotates out, you can grab it up and finish the armbar. Quick point, when you're finishing this armbar, I want to take my feet from cross to uncross. The reason being is, for me to finish my armbar as tight as possible, I need my knees to be pinched, okay? When my feet are crossed, I can't pinch my knees. Well, I can, but not very tight. When I open them up, I can bring my knees together real tight, okay? So when I'm controlling, feet are crossed, once I've, I'm controlling, feet are crossed, once I've broken the grip, uncross and pinch the knees. Okay, so one more time on this break. Deep hook, take the opposite side all the way through, and twist for a gable grip, crank it out, finish. Okay, so one more thing in this position before we move on to some of the other grips and defenses that this person might do. A little extra attack option that you have, depending on the rule set in which you're competing in, is the bicep slicer here. So again, the reason why I like this is the same reason as I like the very first break that we did, which is I can hold on to this leg and control him while I'm doing all my attacks. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the same grip. I don't need to hold the wrist anymore. I can fall off to this side, and then this leg is gonna whip over the other side. So before we were breaking like this, if I want to hit the bicep slicer, I'm gonna whip like this. Okay, then I figure 4 and tuck this foot behind his head. And then I'm gonna pull my elbow up and squeeze with my legs. Okay, so I'm pushing my hips in, I'm pushing my shin down this way, extending, okay? And then my elbow is coming up so I can dig my forearm into his bicep. So one more time, he's gripping. I've got a deep hook and a spider web. Fall towards the spider web, and then I like to do it as I'm falling because it gives me some momentum. So I fall and whip this, I fall, whip that over the top. Okay, then I can figure 4, tuck it behind the head, and squeeze. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna look at is when this person is defending with like a palm-to-palm grip. This is, in my opinion, a much weaker defense, but some people do go for it, some people prefer it. So we'll address how to break through this defense and finish the armbar. There's 2 options you have. It's basically attacking the grip itself or attacking the opposite elbow. Because he's gripping with palm to palm, he's created a lot of space in here, which makes it a lot easier for me to get my legs inside and do different things, okay? So the first thing we'll look at is just nice and simple. I can hold onto this too. Take the leg that's over the head and put it in the crook of his arm and kick outward, okay? If he's really strong, you need to get 2 legs involved. You can put one through one way, one through the other way, and kick that way, right? So I can either put the foot in the bicep, kick. Okay, if one of my legs isn't strong enough, I can put them both in crisscross and kick. Cool? Now, one thing that happens is, so each option has its strength and its weakness, right? When I put one foot in, I can get the full extension of my leg, the full length of my leg, but I only have the strength of one of them, right? When I go crisscross, it's hard to put 2 feet in here, so you gotta crisscross your legs inside. Now I have 2 legs pushing, but because my feet are past him, I don't have the full extension, right? It's just to where my shins are, not to where my feet are. So sometimes when you go crisscross, you'll get someone, if you have shorter legs and this person has really long arms, you can be at full extension of your legs and you still haven't broken his grip. Usually not, but that does happen. So in that instance, we have one other option, which is, like I said, which would be attacking the grip itself, okay? So when he goes palm to palm and I want to attack the grip, what I want to do is I want to find the pinky, okay? The pinky's here, right? If he flips his grip, the pinky's here. Either way, I'm going to find where it is and I'm going to move away from the pinky. So go ahead and flip back. Pinky's here. I'm going to put my palm on the pinky and peel, okay? I think I just cracked his finger right there. So that's what you want to do, right? Because the pinky's very weak. So I'm going to attack that. Once one peels off, they all tend to go, and then I can grab it and finish. Okay, if he flips his grip this way, the pinky's now on this side, I'm going to go away from the pinky, so I'm peeling it towards me. One more time. Peel it and finish. Okay, so just to recap, when he's going palm to palm, we have 3 main options that we can go to. One is step on the bicep, kick it free. 2 is bring both feet through, kick it free there. Or attack the pinky, whether it's here or it's here, just find the pinky and peel, okay? One bonus option I'll give you guys, if you want to go to this, it does take us away from the arm bar, but it is a cool option that you have. If you're going crisscross like this, and you can't get this free, you can actually switch to a nice triangle here. The leg that's over the head, I'll take that out like this. Maybe if he's new, he's gonna go, oh, I can get up, he'll sit up here, but if he doesn't, it's fine. I'll take the leg off like this, bring this ankle up, right? I'll grab his head and pull it tight. Okay, then I can lock the triangle and I can finish it right there. If he gets up on top, then it'll be more of a standard triangle. But in this, look, I have it. I want to stay like side on with him, so that my sorry, I'm gonna give you some space. So that my calf is on the one artery and his shoulders on the other artery. Finish it right there. Okay. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. We went over some ways to help you finish the armbar once you're on that 1 yard line position, that person's hanging on, how to seal that deal. Hopefully it helps you. If you guys like the video, go ahead and smash that like button. Also remember to hit subscribe to see more techniques coming all the time. We usually do 2 or 3 a week. And then leave us a comment below if you have any questions or positions or types of moves that you'd like us to kind of dive into. Let us know, drop a comment, and we'll try to get to it as soon as we can. Thanks, guys. There's one that's called the douchebag.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that one?
No.
It's like, I don't want to do it. It's like, imagine your head was on this side.
Yeah.
And you just go.
That felt weird down there, so I could imagine on my face. That's fucking funny. I'll do that shit in competition. Like, they go,
the head just like bounces off.
Dude, that'd be the funniest video. Just like win it, like ADCC, like doing that shit. Okay. That shit was funny.